Pilates friends. A few of you mentioned that you're short of time because you're so busy, which is understandable these days. And so I designed a class which is about more or less 30 minutes long, okay? So you can do it at any time during the day, then you have 30 minutes, and hopefully you have that for yourself, right? So yeah, I hope you enjoy the class. You don't really need anything. You might want to have a towel for underneath your knees, or just hold up the towel, that's also fine. And you might want to have a yoga block if you have at home. If you don't have a yoga block, that's also fine. You don't really need anything. I'm going to use a thick book just to place underneath my head for some support for later on in the class. Okay? So we are going to start with on our knees, okay? Sitting down onto your feet, okay? So straight away starting with a really nice deep stretch for the soles of our feet, lengthening up, gently draw the ribs back in, and then as you inhale, lift up onto your knees, reach your fingertips towards the ceiling, and then breathing out, come back down onto your heels, okay? So we're gonna do this a few times just to wake up our bodies, and then slowly coming back down onto the heels. So you're going to really press the hands, the fingers up towards the ceiling here, and then slowly coming back down. Opening up the hips towards the front of your room, and then back down. Let's do 2 more times like this. So we inhale as we lift, and then exhaling as we circle around. 1 more time. Inhaling, and we stay here this time, twisting to one side, opening the arms, and then breathing out, reaching back up. And again, inhaling as we twist the other way, breathing out as we reach back up. Let's do 1 more on each side here. And then lifting back up, lift the arms as tall as you can, and then over to the other side. And then we are going to connect the 2 movements together. So sitting back down, and then lifting back up. Bring those hips forwards, open the arms out, lift back up again, and then sitting back down on the heels. So we are constantly reaching the spine nice and long here. Good, well done. Lifting back up, and then sitting back down. Let's do 1 more on each side. I hope it's getting easier, warming up the bodies, reaching out through the hips, reaching out through the spine and the arms. Very nice. 1 last time here. Twisting to the other side, reaching back up, and then coming all the way back down. Well done. Now from here, bring your hands onto the mat, and then bring your right foot forwards in between your hands. Now for this one, you want to have your back knee a little bit further behind you, and your palms or fingertips down on the mat on either side of your foot. Now from here, as you inhale, reach the hips back a little bit, keeping the toes down, and then breathing out, coming further forwards again, okay? So I'm aiming to keep my hands and palms on the mat, but you can also come onto your fingertips if you wanted to. So this is not about taking the stretch all the way here, okay? So this is more about a nice dynamic stretch, opening the hips as well as we coming back forwards. Let's do 1 more time. Inhaling back, keep the toes down, and then breathing out. Now this time, bring both hands in the insides of your right foot, and then same thing again. So aim your hips towards the right corner of your mat, and then bring it forwards, okay? So inhaling to the right, and then exhaling to come back in. Very nice. 2 more times. Inhaling, I'm trying to really keep my big toe down on the mat here, okay? Last time. And then slowly coming back in, and then bring your hands over to the outside of that right foot, hands staying down. And again, this time we aim towards the left side, the left corner of the mat, and then coming back forwards, okay? So left side here, very nice. So a little bit different stretches each side, each time. Good. Let's do 2 more here, and then reaching back, and then forwards, last time. Reach it back, keep that big toe down, and then slowly come forwards. Bring both hands back on either side, and then this time we are going to lift the left knee off the mat and then bring it back down. Now try to keep your hips as low as you can for this one, okay? So that's the challenging bit. I'm trying also my best not to lift the hips up. It's quite difficult. 2 more times. So reaching the knee and then back down. Last time, and reach the knee up, bring it all the way down, and then from here we are going to change sides. So the knee comes back in, and then the left foot comes in between the hands. Again, if you can keep the palms down on the mat, and then we are going to stay here for a nice hip stretch, and then as you breathe out, reach the hips back, and then inhale, bring it forwards, okay? So as I'm reaching back, I'm trying to press the toes and the hands into the mat. So it's almost like a pushing forwards and then a pushing back motion, okay? I'm trying to make this quite dynamic, not coming into the full range of the movement, okay? But it feels very nice, okay? Let's do one more here. Good. And then coming forwards, the hands coming in the inside of the left foot. Okay, same thing again. So I'm reaching towards the left back corner of my mat and then bring it back and forwards. Okay, again pushing it back and then coming forwards. And you might notice that one side is much easier than the other side. Okay, so that can easily happen. Nice one. Keep the toe down, the big toe especially on the mat. Let's do one more. Really trying to stretch and work the foot muscles as well. Okay? And then from here, bring your hands on the outside of that left foot. And this time, aim to bring the hips over to the right corner of your mat a little bit. Okay? Inhaling back and then exhaling. Good. And again, 2 more times. But really keeping the toes down and the palms of your hands down if you can here. One last time, reach it back, come back forwards, bring the hands back, okay, curl the back toes under, and then reach the right knee towards the ceiling, and then slowly bring it back down, okay? So try to keep that pelvis as low as you can without lifting it together with that knee, okay? And again, you might feel that this feels very different on this side than the other one, okay? Let's do 2 more times on here on this side, and then one last time, reach it back up, and then bring it all the way down. Fantastic. Now from here, place both knees back, and then lift the spine and the arms up towards the ceiling. Reach it really long. Bring the arms down by your sides, and from here, knock the chin down towards the chest, and without leaning back as much as you can, roll it down towards the mat. Touch with your fingertips, and then roll it all the way back up. Reach the arms back up towards the ceiling, circle them around, and then again, so letting the head drop, and I'm trying not to lean back here, so using the back of my legs, using my abdominals to bring it down. Nice one. Roll it back up, and then lift the arms. Let's do this one more time. Arms reach out, and I'm nodding my head. The abdominals draw in, and it's really hard work. Keep using the hamstrings, using the abdominals. Place the hands down. This time come forwards, and then we are going to lie all the way down onto the tummy, ready for a swimming preparation. Okay, so the arms reach forwards, the legs reaching back. Let your body just rest on the floor for a moment here, okay? So just feeling those arms reaching in front of you, legs staying together if you can, and just feel the heaviness of your body on the mat here. So really settling down onto the mat, and then when you are ready, slightly slide your hands towards you and lift up into a extension. Okay, so it doesn't have to be a big extension. I would like you to feel that you're working your whole back here. Okay, so instead of just the lower back working, I would like you to feel that you're working in your middle back and your upper back as well. Otherwise, come lower down towards the mat. Okay, so constantly lifting up and forwards. We are going to lift up those feet off the ground, knees reaching off the mat. and then give me little kicks here, okay? So little kicks, little kicks. The knees are reaching straight back off the mat, legs staying together, and I'm reaching up and forwards through my spine, okay? Let's do 3 more here, and 2, and 1, and then bring the legs all the way down. Relax for a moment here, and then we're gonna come back up straight away. So slide your hands back, draw the shoulders back, and again give me those little kicks. Keep your legs close together, and then reach the right arm up. Keep lifting here, looking towards the direction of that hand. Bring the hands down, lift your left arm up. Well done. And then bring it down. And again, keep kicking at the same time. Are those legs still together? And then bring it down, left arm up. Very nice. And then bring it down, and then relax the feet down, relax the head down for a moment again. Well done. All right. 3rd circle here. So we are going to lift back up, arms pulled back, shoulders pulled back, and then we do those little kicks again. Knees absolutely straight if you can. And now from here, lift your right arm up, but now lift your left arm up to join. Good, well done. Bring the right arm down, and then bring the left arm down. Well done. Left hand reaches, right arm reaches. Left arm down, and right arm down. One more time on each side. Well done. Keep reaching out through the top of the head and down, and then the other arm down, and then the left side lifts, and then the right arm joins, left hand down, right arm down, and relax. Well done. Bring those hands underneath the shoulders. Carefully push yourself up into your rest position and stretch that back out. Really good work. All right. So from here, we are going to come back up onto our knees. Okay. Again, just use your towel if you need to. And this is the time that you might need this yoga block or book or whatever you have. You can also fold up the mat if you need to, or you might not need anything either. Okay. So bringing your right leg out to the side. Okay. Hook on your left side. Hands behind your head, elbows up nice and wide. Draw the rib cage in, and then we are going to side bend over, the opposite elbow reaching towards the ceiling, and then breathing out to come back to center, and then stretching up and over to the other side, and then back to center. So the hips should be pushing forwards, and the top elbow should be reaching upwards here, okay? And again, over to the other side. Well done. Let's do one more on each side. So really nicely stretching out that side body, and then lift back up. One last time on the other side. Good. Reach the spine back up, and then from here we are going to lean over, bringing that hand down on the mat or on your book. Now the top elbow is still reaching up towards that ceiling, and now we are going to lift the right leg up, and then we are going to lower it back down. Okay, so you're going to lift for 4, and then lower it back down, and then lift for 3. Keep reaching it nice and long, and last 2, and then bring it down. Last time, lift, reach it forwards, and then kick it back, and then kick it forwards, and then kick it back. 2 more times, inhaling and exhaling. Keep reaching those hips forwards, and then back. Stay back, circle it forwards. 4 circles, and 3, and 2, and 1. Legs straight, and going back for 4, and 3, and 2. Elbow reaching up. Very nice. Bring that foot down. Reach the arm up towards the ceiling, and then slowly come all the way back up. Fantastic. Coming back onto the knees, and now face your mat. Okay? The book can come to the side, hands under the shoulders, feet reaching back, so you are in your plank position. You can hold the plank with your knees down on the mat. Okay? Otherwise, knees reaching off the mat, shoulders pulling back. Imagine that you are holding an orange in between your chin and your chest. And then from here, rock forwards. Reach the heels forwards, and now reach your heels back. okay? And again, so as you do this, think about your abdominals, really drawing in and up, okay? So I'm not letting my hip drop here, okay? So if anything, the hip should be higher than the shoulders, all right? Let's do 2 more times here. Inhaling, and exhaling back, 1 more time. Inhale onto the toes, exhale, push the heels back, bring the knees down, come back to face me, and then reach your other leg to the left side of the mat. The book or yoga block coming over to the other side. Lift up nice and tall, bring the hands behind the head, and we inhale to reach up and over, exhaling back up tall, and then inhaling, going over to the other side, okay? So I'm trying to keep my head back in my palms as much as I can, okay? And my top elbow reaching towards the ceiling. Well done. Let's do 1 more on each side. Inhaling as we reach up and over, exhaling back to center, and then last time. And from here, reach that hand down onto the mat, and then lift the leg up. The knee stays straight, and then we inhale to lower, and we exhale to reach up, okay? 4 more times. Ribs pull back, your head is gently pushing back into that palm, okay? And we have 2 more to go. Long through that leg. 1 more time. Lift it back up and then kick it forwards, and then kick it back. Inhale forwards, exhale back. 2 more times. Lift it up a little bit higher if you can. 1 last time. Reach it back. Stay there, circling 4 times. And 3 and 2. Is your elbow still reaching up and going the opposite way for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Well done. And from here, place that foot down. Bring both hands down on the mat, book to the side, hands down under the shoulders, feet reaching back. Back into your plank position, which you can hold with your knees down on the mat. Otherwise, holding that plank position, and then tap the left shoulder with the right hand, and then the right shoulder with the right hand, okay? So you can do this exercise with your knees down on the mat. Also quite difficult, okay? So for this one, you need to really think about drawing your abdominals up towards that spine. Try to minimize the shifting of your hips here from side to side, okay? So we have 2 more to go. And tap, 1 last time on each side, and tap, bring both knees down, and then come into a little rest position again. Well done. And then from here, catch your breath, lift back up, and then we are going to sit now towards the front of the mat, okay? Legs straight, hands behind you. Now your fingertips here can reach either away from you, or if you are comfortable with your wrists, then the fingertips reaching forward. Okay, I'm going to have my hands pointing away from each other today. Lift your chest up, bend through your left knee, place it down onto the mat, push into the right heel, and lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Very nice. And then from here, fold through the hips, and then come back down onto the mat, okay? So the chest stays lifted and the chest stays open all the time here, okay? 2 more times. So try not to collapse into your arms, into your middle back here, okay? So you don't want to do this. You want to bring the shoulders back, chest staying open, lifting up. Stay here. Lift your right leg up, kick it, and then bring it down. And again, kick back up. Keep those hips up. 2 more times. And back down. 1 more time, stay there and circle. 3 and 2 and 1. Other way. 3, 2, 1. Bring it down and then fold the hips back down onto the mat. Well done. Let's do the other side. Left side reaches away. Chest staying nice and open. When you're ready, push down into the heels. Lift the hips up. Keep looking towards the direction of your knees here, yeah? So don't let this happen. And then slowly bring it all the way back down, all right? 3 more times, lifting back up. So really feeling those buttocks working. Really try and feel your middle back engaging here. Okay, back of the arms, shoulders working. Last time, lifting back up, hips lift, and we kick up for 4 and down. How high can you kick? Yeah, try and touch the ceiling with your toes. One more time, kick, and stay that. Circle 3, circle 2, circle 1. Other way, circle 3, 2, and 1. Bring the foot down, and then slowly sit all the way down. Well done, good work. Shake out those hands, okay? And then from here, we are going to sit a tiny bit further forwards, ready for our rolling like a ball, okay? So pulling your feet close to you, okay? Grabbing hold of the front of your shins, elbows nice and wide, looking down towards your navel, okay? And then from here, pull your legs in so close that your feet are hovering off the mat. Okay, so I would like you to feel like that you're really pushing those knees in towards your shoulders. And then when you're ready, tuck under, roll back, exhale, roll back up. And then again, so really pushing those knees back towards the chest, okay? Elbows nice and wide, and then back up. And 3 more times. So we're breathing out to lift up, breathing in to rock back. Good, well done. And one last time, inhaling, exhaling, and then bring the feet all the way down. Fantastic work. From here, we are going to grab hold of one wrist with the other hand underneath our knees. Okay, we're gonna do a teaser preparation. All right, so from here, pull the feet close to you, okay, and don't think about lifting the spine up here. Yeah, so think about, rather than that, think about rounding your spine a little bit, okay, and rolling back on your tailbone, okay. So I'm not sitting here, but I'm rounding through the lower back. I'm softening through the lower back, and I'm rounding back a little bit, okay. Now staying in this position, pull your legs in, lift the feet off the mat, and then let's try and reach the right leg straight, and then bend it back in, and then reach the left leg straight. Very nice. Let's try that one more time on each side. And it doesn't have to go all the way, okay? That's absolutely fine. The main thing is to keep your shape here so you don't roll back. One more time. Right leg reaching, bend it back in. Left leg reaching, and now let's try both legs at the same time. Can we do that? Ooh, yes we can. Very nice. 2 more times. And then reach them long if you can. Very nice. One more time. Reach them long, or keep going with one side at a time, and then slowly bring the feet all the way back down. Fantastic work. All right. Now from here we are going to lie down, ready for our hundreds. Legs are straight on the mat. Just relax for a moment here into your mat. Feel the back of the shoulders heavy, the ribs heavy, the pad is heavy on your mat. And then when you are ready, we are going to take a nice deep breath in. And then as you breathe out, curl the head and chest forwards and bring the hands on the side of your thighs and really press the hands into them, okay? And then from here we are going to inhale and then long exhale. And then again, inhale and long exhale. Keep pressing those hands against the thighs. One more time, long inhale and long exhale. Keep curling up. Very nice. Now if you can, reach the right leg up. Inhale and then exhale. Good. Bring it down. Other side. Inhale. Reach the left leg up. Keep lifting up through the crown of the head. Exhale. Bring it down. Now if you can, reach both legs up. Reach them away. Inhaling and exhaling. Well done. One more time. Inhaling, exhaling, and then slowly relax the head and chest all the way down. Well done. Bring the feet in underneath your knees and bring your feet and knees all the way together. Okay? Ready for our shoulder bridge. Arms down by your sides. And then first, I would like you to turn your palms up towards the ceiling. And as you do that, let the chest lift and open up towards the ceiling as well. And now as you breathe out, turn the palms to face down, melt the spine into the mat, tuck the tailbone under, lift the spine up into the bridge position. Keep the knees together, and then you're gonna do that here again. So as you inhale, open the palms and the chest up towards the ceiling. As you breathe out, bring them and melt them all the way down onto the mat. Try and keep the knees together at the same time, okay? So as we inhale, we almost arch away from the mat, letting the chest open. As we breathe out, we melt the spine down, hands down on the mat, curling under and lifting up. Inhale, lift and open the chest, shoulders open, knees together. Breathing out, melt the spine back down onto the mat. Very nice. 2 more times like this. So as we inhale, we allow that chest, the ribs to open out and upwards. As we breathe out, we roll the spine all the way up towards the ceiling, lifting those hips up. And we inhale again, we allow the chest to open, and then as we breathe out, we slowly roll it back down onto the mat. Fantastic work. 1 more time like this. Deep breath in, chest open, spine arches. Exhaling, tailbone rolls under, and we lift back up with the knees pressing against each other. Deep breath in again, opening up through the ribs. And then we breathe out, we slowly roll back down onto that mat. Fantastic work. Now from here, bring your hands underneath your head, interlace your fingers, and then from here, lift one leg up to tabletop position, and then slowly the other leg up to tabletop position. Okay, now from here, we are going to take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, curl the head and chest up. Rotate over to your left, but as you do that, keep your right hip down on the mat, okay? Come through center, and then relax the head and chest all the way back down, okay? Same thing on the other side. Inhaling first, and as we breathe out, we curl up, we keep the elbows open as we rotate to the right, but I'm pressing the left sit bone down on the mat. Coming through center, and then slowly coming back down. Okay, so we're gonna speed this up a little bit. Inhale and exhaling, lifting up, rotating to the left, elbows staying open. Come back through center, and then slowly back down, okay? So the knees are staying together for this one all the time. As you breathe out, rotate over to the right, come back to center, and then slowly coming back down. Very nice. Now this time, you're gonna change this a little bit. So as you breathe out, rotate over to the left, and reach the right leg away from you, okay? Reach, 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 rotate. Come through center, left leg reaches away, elbows staying open, shoulders lift away from the mat. Come through center. Let's do 2 more on each side. Inhale center, exhaling, rotating. Inhale center, very nice. 1 more on each side. And back through center, last time. Fantastic. Bring it back in, relax the head and chest down, hug those knees into the chest, well done, and then bringing the feet down onto the mat, extend the legs and then press them against each other, flexing through the toes. Think about reaching your heels towards the opposite direction, so the heels are really pressing away and the arms are pressing back. Now from here, inhale as you reach the arms up towards the ceiling, curl the head and chest, and as you breathe out, keep pushing the heels away from you, rounding forwards and reaching forwards here. Very nice. And then from here, tuck the tailbone under, keep pushing the heels away from you and slowly rolling back down onto the mat. Now, if this is too difficult for you, then you can have your knees bent and continue with the same exercise. You can also have your hands on the thighs of your legs and then pulling yourself up if you need to. And then reaching over the legs. You can even stretch them away here, pull them back in, and then slowly rolling back down onto the mat. Okay? But if you can, try to keep your legs straight, thinking about those heels pressing away from you. Okay? Legs squeeze together, chest reaching down and forward. Very nice. And then slowly coming back down onto the mat. Let's do 2 more times here. Head, chest forwards, breathing out, pushing the heels away, reaching forwards, and then slowly coming all the way back down onto the mat. Very nice. 1 more time. Inhale to lift, exhaling, rounding forwards, abdominals pull back as I reach forwards. Fantastic. And then from here, sit up nice and tall. Okay, ready for our spinal rotation. Okay, I would like you to have your legs together and either straight with the toes rolling back, or if you're struggling sitting up tall, then your knees slightly bent. Okay, arms reaching out to the side. Lift up, tall, tall, tall. Yeah, so picking yourself up from here, and as you breathe out, you're gonna press to the left for 3, for 2, for 1. Back to center, and then relax. And again, pick yourself back up. Inhale. As you breathe out, press for 3, press for 2, press for 1, back to center, and then relax everything back down. Very nice. Inhale. Lift up, tall, 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 and then press for 3, press for 2, press for 1, back to center, and then relax everything. Well done. 1 more time. Pick yourself back up. Inhale. And then again, press for 3, press for 2, press for 1, back to center, and then relax it all the way down. Fantastic work. Now from here, coming onto the side body, okay, with our knees and the feet stacking on the top of each other. I would like you to have your legs in a little bit of a bigger angle this time, okay? So legs are a little bit straighter, okay? And then your other hand is reaching a comfortable distance away from you. Fingers spreading, toe palm down by your side. We are going to do a side bend, a side lift, okay? So from here, pressing down into those knees and feet, and then we lift up, okay? Reaching the toe palm forwards, letting the head drop. And then from there, slowly coming down, think about reaching the bottom rib cage down towards the bottom hand. Looking towards your feet, and then lifting back up again. Okay? So this side bend has actually 2 angles. Yeah, so this is one, and now this is the second one. Okay? Side bending the second time. And again, lifting up and over. Stabilize with the bottom shoulder, lift the ribs up, and then from here, reach the rib cage back down. 2 more times, and lift back up again, reaching up and over. Well done. Coming all the way back down, looking towards your hand. 1 last time, reaching up and over. Lift those ribs up, and then let them relax down towards the mat. Very nice. Coming straight to the other side. And again, feet together, knees together, okay? And we are slowly progressing towards the leg straightening all the way here, all right? Arm down by your side, shoulders nicely set, and then when you inhale, lifting up and over. Looking down, let the head drop, and then exhaling, same thing again, looking towards the hand. Lift back up again. Inhale. Reach the top ribs towards the ceiling. And then as you breathe out, let the ribs drop down towards the hand. But don't collapse into that shoulder. 3 more times. Lift back up again. Lifting up and over. And then breathing out slowly with control down and lengthening. 2 more times here. lifting back up, and then exhaling back down. Well done. One more time, and then reach the arm up and over, reach the ribs up, and then slowly come all the way down. Well done, fantastic. Now coming back down onto the tummy, this time resting your right cheek on the mat, okay? Hands go behind you and let the hands rest on the top of each other. The hands are quite high on the back, yeah? So ideally bringing them towards the middle back, okay? Feet staying together, and now let your elbows rest down on the mat as much as you can, okay? And then from here, with your legs staying together, I would like you to reach the knees long, lift the feet and knees off the mat, and then kick in for 3, kick in for 2, kick in for 1. Reach the legs long, and then reach the head and chest forward. Extend the arms back, palms facing towards the ceiling. And again, hands back up, and then elbows down, looking towards the other way. We are going to, again, kicking for 3, kicking for 2, kicking for 1. Reach the legs back, keep them together, lift the head and chest into extension, reach those arms back. Right cheek down, elbows down, and then kicking for 3, kicking for 2, kicking for 1. Reach the legs back, reach the arms back, lift the head and chest up. And down again, left chin down. And again, kick for 3, kick for 2, kick for 1. And lifting back up. Legs squeeze together. Very nice. One more time on each side. The knees should be off the mat here all the time. And 2, and 1. And lift and lengthen. Reach those fingertips back. Last time on the other side. Kick for 3, kick for 2, kick for 1. Reaching forwards. Lift up a little bit higher. Very nice. And relax all the way down. Hands underneath the shoulders. Lift yourself all the way up onto your knees and relax back down into your rest position. With your knees ideally together, okay? And let the top of your head rest down, nose tucking in towards your knees. And just relaxing here. Take a couple of nice deep breaths. Let the ribs expand out to the sides and then up towards the ceiling. So nice deep long breaths. And then exhaling to relax. Very nice. From here, carefully lift up. Lift yourself all the way up into a nice tall seated position. And well done. Thank you so much for joining me. And then I will see you again very soon. Take care and keep in touch. And then all the best. Bye-bye.